and they're congratulated and celebrated for it, no matter what they do. Here's what happens. They get into the professional world. They come to Verizon. They got A's in college. That's our fault. We gave them A's. They got A's. They got A's in college. They come to you. They've been successful all their childhood. They were successful in high school. They were successful in college. They've always been successful. Try something, practice it once, be successful. They come through training, they get to your store. They go on, they spend a couple days in the store. They go on the floor. And y'all know this. The first couple days on the floor, are you successful in your store the first couple days? Is anybody perfectly successful the first couple days? No. This is sales. This is the real world, man. So I go on the floor. Watch this. I was successful all my childhood. I was successful all through college. I go to Verizon. It's my first couple days. I go into the store. I go on the floor, and I'm not successful, right? And then I leave. And I leave because I wasn't successful. And whose fault is it? Whose fault was it? Verizon's fault. No, wait a minute now. That's not entitled or soft. That's smart. Think about it. All your life, you've been successful. So that variable of me being me has created nothing but success and soccer, pizza parties, and trophies and A's. And then I come to Verizon, and the only variable that changed, I didn't change, the only variable that changed was Verizon. And I try something at Verizon and I fail, well, it must be Verizon's fault. So I quit Verizon. That's why it's so important in training this generation is we put that next slide on, is that we have to test their readiness before we go live. The gentleman on the screen talked about how he wanted to see how things were done in an unscripted way, see how people responded to things, and then he wanted to try it. He wanted to try it. He wanted to practice it. We call it experiential learning. So it's the idea of allowing somebody to fail, teaching them how to fail and how to be successful after failure in a very safe environment. If you just put them out there and let them go and they fail, it's your fault and they're gone. But if you talk them through how to do it in a safe environment and they get to practice it in a safe environment and they know up front you're going to fail, this is not going to work every time. And when they're done failing, they get the support they need to get through that failure part, then you're not the variable that caused them to fail. You're the variable that saved them from failing over and over and over again. The last one is create a collaborative learning environment. This generation wants to do everything with their network, with their team, in a group environment. If you're going to have situations in which people experience things when they learn, testing their readiness, and they get to fail, here's the cool thing. And we'll go back to CrossFit. Where's my CrossFit? There's a term called crowd esteem. Crowd esteem. I want to introduce a term called crowd esteem. This generation is fed by, fascinated by, crowd esteem. They want everybody to know what they're doing all the time. Right? The three of us travel a lot for this job. We travel to a different city or two every single week. And we're sports fans, so all three of us, including Jim. We'll go to a hockey game, or an NBA game, or a baseball game, or whatever's going on in that city. We go to a game. And Adam and I will go to a game, and Adam will get a beer, and we're going to eat, and we'll sit down in the stands. At the hockey game, we went to a Dallas Stars game a month ago. We were here to train you guys. And we went to the Stars game. We all sat down, and here we go. I'm sitting beer and popcorn and stuff, and we're sitting down, and we get ready and watch the game. And what's that one over there doing while we're watching the game? She's taking pictures of the arena and what's going on, and she's Instagramming them and Snapchatting out to everybody. So while she's taking pictures of the game and Instagramming the game, and I'm here, look world, I'm here. I'm at the Dallas Stars. No offense. Look world, I'm here. I'm at the Dallas Stars game. Look everybody, I'm here. I'm at the Dallas Stars game. I'm watching the game. It's crowd esteem. They need to be fed and approved by their network. So use that in training. CrossFit is all about support and competition among the group. The leaderboard, everybody's pulling for each other and frenemies and everything. Use that in training. if you test their readiness, they're going to fail. But if you create a network around them that supports that failure and supports their successes and pulls their successes, you get a CrossFit environment in your own store, a CrossFit environment in your training, and people get passionate about helping each other. And there's something, I gave you crowd esteem, the last thing I'm going to give you is crowd empathy. The opposite of crowd esteem is crowd empathy. People are looking for crowd esteem. They want to be celebrated by their network for their successes. But the opposite of that is, if you have a network around your people, when you're training and developing them, then when they fail, the crowd around them gives them empathy. And it makes them feel better about it, and they don't feel like they fail when they don't leave. Create a collaborative environment just means give them a group around them that celebrates their successes and helps them when they fail. And that is a big piece to training and development in your schools. Okay? The last slide.